pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the crossing route, complete. That's Shepard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watch it now, Barney!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 3rd down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bobby Wagner coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They're going to look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll get it up the middle. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Shotgun. 19.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Wilson now to throw on third down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. And the first play will be a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts and make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
14, running. 19.
Now Wilson on second down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And New York set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To Shepard, completed over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Giants on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They get it to him running left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. On 2nd down, Collins. Big hold of the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Trying to improvise. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Shrugs him off. Still on his feet. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's a give to Barkley. Twisting away. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Giants on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he will have him in, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Looking to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Giants on third down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
14.
On third down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Giants on third down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And who's got it? The Giants.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions, The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change, get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have two very angry defenses. You don't have the offense to take care of the ball.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you. And a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14, got it. Cut, 380. Gun. 14. Gotta go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Got it. Let's go, 14. Gun.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first and goal, Collins. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted